Hi and welcome. I'm Mary Jo, also known as Sojo, and this is my weekly update number 11. This is where I talk about everything that I've worked on and completed during the week, with a previous finish or two along the way. Today is April 8th, 2023, and Easter's tomorrow. So this week I've posted a lot of videos of my cotton cuts gnomes. I've been sewing those, and I've got all the gnome blocks put together that I have got so far. I have got January's and February's put into a quilt tops. January's I showed last week. February's I'll show in a minute. Now March's I've got put all together, but I haven't sewed it into a quilt top. But I plan on doing that maybe today or tomorrow, and then I'll be putting a video on that. Okay, so this quilt behind me. This quilt behind me was done several years ago. It was quilted on the long arm. It was shortly after I'd forgotten the long arm. And what I did with the quilting is it's just some loops all around. My vision for it was just thinking of like it was a loose thread that have went all the way around with these spools. Now, I don't remember what pattern this was. I think I got it from a magazine, but I don't really know. Okay, let's talk about what I finished this week. So I showed this a few weeks ago, but I finally got the binding on this quilt. That was from a sew sampler that I plan on hanging over there. I'm going to take the picture that's usually up over there, put that down, and I'm going to put this up there is my plan. I also sewed a sleeve on the back of it. And I just quilted it with that whipsy pattern. Let's hang it up and take a look. So there it is hanging up at the top there, goes down. So my plan was to hang it over there where that picture was. However, I don't know if that's going to work because it's a lot bigger. I don't know. I'll figure it out. All right. And this is what I quilted on the long arm this week. I quilted it in the whimsy pattern. Let's take a closer look at the quilting. So there's the actual quilting of it. And we'll take it over. That was the back. Now this was done with the two different sizes of the pineapple paper from that quarter shop from Uritsu Emma from the paper piecing pets. All right, let's take a look at what else I did. Now this is the next thing I plan on putting on the long arm, is this autumn fall quilt from my quilt top series. And I plan on just using the leftover fabrics from my husband's Stonehenge quilt. I think I can manage to put that all together for a good backing. I am working through those quilt tops for all the ones that have been commented on during that series, and I am trying to get those done first. Now this is my February Cotton Cuts Gnome quilt. There's the top. There's the bottom. So that's the February Cotton Cuts Gnomes quilt all put together. This is something else I also did. I managed to piece together that alpaca quilt, and that pattern is from this, the Sew Fresh Quilts. Sew Fresh Quilts, Alpaca Anyone. What I did 16. There's 4. There's another 4 on the top. And there's another 4 there on the bottom. So it's a pretty long quilt. But I pieced that all together. So the last thing I did this week was my Cotton Cuts March gnomes. I get them all put together. This is the boy gnome. This is the accent one. The girl gnome. And the accent too. So I do have to put all those together in a quilt top, which I plan on doing maybe today, tomorrow, Monday-ish, sometime soon. And then I'll be showing that once I get that all done. And that is everything as far as like quilting and piecing that I've done during the week. But I did get a few things last week that I didn't show. The first thing I got was, hold on, batik fabric for the bindings. So for my January gnome quilt that I put together in a quilt top, you know, there's that one. I got some batik binding for that. Then I got some binding for my February gnomes. And some binding for my March gnomes. Now this one is an ombre. So we'll see how that works. So I did get binding fabric for those gnomes. I had also got this pattern. And the pattern and the pre-cuts were 20% off when I bought them, so that's why I bought them. But I bought this layer cake. And there's a pattern from Missouri Star that I think I'm going to use use this layer cake with. I think it's Winter Star or something along those lines that I saw. And then I bought these strips. So that's what I bought. All right, let's move on to see what I did in cross stitch this week. Now this is a previous finish that I had done for cross stitch. Just a big pillow. With it being spring, it's time to bring it back out again. Now, as far as what I worked on, I'm doing the Christmas band sampler. And this is going to be pretty long. And I am doing this on 16 count. So last week, I think I had these two billings done. So I finished that one. And I've got that. And this is all done on 16 count, and I'm using DMC 817. So that is the progress I've made with my cross stitch. Let's talk about my crochet cardigan I've been working on. So I've been working on this enchanted cardigan from Leather Co. Now, as you know, if you've been watching my videos, I made one and it was really big. Now, it would work, but it was really big. So I decided to do another one in smaller. So I went down to hook size and tried it again, and I'm liking the way this one fits much better. We are almost done. So there we are. I'm adding the trim on it. This is the trim that I have to do all the way around. I just have this little piece at the end to finish. And then I will be done with that. But it is fitting much better. Now, diamond painting. I did another small diamond painting this week and I got it all done. Here we go. This one was just a small one, 23 by 30. So next one, haven't started on it, but I just pulled it out. I'm going to be doing this Adeline. Oh, look at her patchwork pants. So that's the next one. And this one's going to be a bigger one. And this is going to be an 80 by 70 centimeter or 31.5 inch by 27.5 inch. So that's the next one I'll be working on. And this is a Diamond Art Club. Diamond Art Club is definitely my favorite diamond painting company. Okay, so that's everything I worked on this week. Come back next week when we talk about more of my quilty stitchy things and see what I got. Bye.